Hey everybody, Pastor Tim here with another Lenten devotional as we follow Jesus to the cross and beyond. I have friends and family members who are just way over the top competitive in most any game that's being played. Some people are just wired that way. Take me, I'm not. Oh, don't get me wrong, I enjoy winning as much as the next person, but along the way in my life, I've come to realize that my winning at what's intended to be a friendly game is just not that important to me. Yet, there's something about any win-lose game that can make for frustration and even humiliation. Eric Berne, in his book, Games People Play, suggests that we all play games with each other. We all try to win. We manipulate other people to make them serve our ends. The desire to win, to make ourselves feel better than other people, or to gain a benefit at someone else's expense, is all a part of the distortion that sin has stamped on the human personality. It's natural to play these interpersonal games, even for the believer, but it's totally contrary to the way of life of the disciple. In Luke chapter 14, we see Jesus probing the heart motives of the people of his time, and he probes our lives too in these passages. Jesus helps us discover hidden patterns in our lives that might hold us back from the full experience of the disciples' abundant life. This game is called Upstage. Jesus observed behavior at a feast which was motivated by pride and selfishness. The point in this game is to make sure that everyone sees and admires you. In Luke 14:8, it says, "When you are invited to a wedding feast, don't sit at the seat of honor. What if someone who is more distinguished than you has also been invited? The host will come and say, 'Give this person your seat.' Then you will be embarrassed and you will have to take whatever seat is left at the foot of the table. Instead, take the lowest place at the foot of the table. Then when your host sees you, he will come and say, 'Friend, we have a better place for you.' Then you will be honored in front of all the other guests. For those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted." And then Jesus says to invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, the blind, instead of your relatives and friends and the wealthy. Jesus is pointing out that anyone who's constantly trying to gain the spotlight and exalt himself will ultimately be humbled. How shallow we are when we act from motives of what will others think. And really, it's pretty meaningless going after the approval of men when only God can accurately evaluate and only his approval counts in the long run. Bottom line, it's not the spotlight, but the knowledge that God will more than repay acts of love that should motivate us. If that's what I have for you today, it's Pastor out.